A lot of spas, a lot of sound healing, spiritual healing. I only partied like 5 nights.
Oh. The photos really did say to me, he's moving on.
A lot of spas, a lot of sound healing, spiritual healing. I only partied like 5 nights.
Oh.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all, I have been MIA for a little bit just because I have been in New York for the past 3 days. Yeah, it was good. Had a great time. But yeah, y'all, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this Beverly Hills review.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
We're definitely getting towards the tail end, and I think I'm a firm believer is that I'd rather have less episodes and great non-boring content than having more episodes and towards the end it falls off for me. And this is how I feel like some of the shows are going now. Beverly Hills, Baddies, you know, it's like, okay, what are we doing? Drag Race, like, let's figure it out.
About the whole move of it. Because they were acting like besties. Besties last like night. Rolling around on the sofa like they used to.
But Sutton, you know, this is after Sutton has her, you know, fashion show, and the girls are seeing the pictures with Mauricio.
Did you see the photos of him in Greece at the airport with the girl that has no clothes on? He has a lot to attack on this picture.
And I watched the after show, and I think Erica said something that was so very observant, and it was true. I love Garcelle. Garcelle's my girl, but I have to be real with when it's like Garcelle and Sutton. You say you guys are cool with Kyle, but y'all constantly throw her under the bus. You constantly talk about her, and you are the ones that bring up her business more than the other girls do, to be honest.
The delight that I saw in Garcelle and Sutton's eyes and tone about it, a little too elevated. But
so I just look at, like, at what point, like, is it real friendship, or is it just like, you know, let's just talk about the mess? Because to be honest, y'all really could have just went to Kyle and just said, hey girl, I saw this, it don't look good, what's going on, girl? I think but y'all didn't, and it just looked kind of crazy, you know. Bose has dinner with her daughter and Kiwi, and the daughter's grilling. That's like when my mom started dating her husband now, when they weren't together, like when they were dating, I guess. I was that was I understand it, because I was grilling. I was just like, okay, what's your intention with my mom? Like, what's going on? Like, okay, are you trying to have kids? You already have kids. You know, what's the situation? You know, so I think it's very good that, you know, the daughter is going to be protective of her mom and very informed of everything, right?
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Do you guys think that you'd like move in together like before?
So, Kyle and Mauricio comes to the house. Everything is over here peaches and cream, I guess. And he's like, yeah, you know, I was over here. He was overseas with his daughter, which we don't even talk about that, because I'm just like, how you gonna be over here partying, kissing, sucking the fucking, and you have your daughter in the state with you, cross country with your daughter? Okay.
It was nice. A lot of spas, a lot of sound healing, spiritual healing. I only partied like 5 nights.
Is your wig squeezing your brain too tight, heifer?
Okay. So Kyle's in the point of like, okay, this is like the solidifying factor for her. Like, how can we move forward? You know, we're separated, but nobody said again a divorce, but he's kissing other women. And he's like, yeah, you know, I only partied 5 times. And I would have been like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And I feel bad for Kyle, because in a sense, we all know that Kyle still want to be with Mauricio. And I think that she overplayed her hand with Morgan, because I feel like Kyle thought she can go on the show. And I don't know, because I don't know these people from Hong Kong. I'm just gathering information. But I feel like Kyle thought that I can do this, and, you know, my husband's going to stay with me regardless, because, you know, I'm trying to figure things out. You know, my best friend passed away. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. So in turn, I do feel like Mauricio has an opportunity and a right, to be honest, to go out and, you know, do his thing too. Like, throughout the years, we've been hearing that Mauricio was over here fucking on Kyle with other girls. I don't know that to be true, but that's just what we heard.
the photos really did say to me, he's moving on now. A hammer on the head saying, hello, Kyle.
So I do, moral of the story, I do feel bad for Kyle that, you know, Mauricio has, you know, really moved on, and I agree with Sutton when she says that Kyle wants to be married, but the man has moved on, and she's just going to have to realize the fact that I don't think he wants to be with you anymore. And it's okay. I'm with Kyle. I feel bad for Kyle when they hug. I'm just like, damn, I do feel bad for her.
I really am sorry for, you know, hurting you. I would never want to hurt you on purpose.
But then you have the situation with Dorit. And Dorit goes out to dinner, lunch, whatever, with PK. And I always think this. I'm like, PK has the audacity. Dorit might be a lot of things. Irritating, long-winded, you know, narcissistic, like, I'm not gonna say she is, seemingly lie. But Dorit is a baddie.
So you had retained a lawyer and were 100 steps ahead of me. At any point, want a divorce.
And PK is nothing of the sort. So my whole thing is when PK is like, yeah, you know, I want to just live my life, live my single bachelor life and do my thing. I'm like, for him to look the way he look, and this is no shade, but for him to look the way he look and still have the possibility of having access to baddies is crazy. Because Dorit looks phenomenal day in and day out. PK should want to be shackled to her day in and day out because the woman looks phenomenal. She's well cultured. She's the mother of his children. Yes, people grow apart. Yes, Dorit is annoying as fuck.
I believe that, unfortunately, this is what ends a marriage. I believe that rather than bringing out the best in me, you can bring out the worst in me.
But from what they're saying is, I don't see where the divorce part is coming at. He's like, you're my best friend. You're my best mate. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because he's like, I want us to get back to being best friends. And if, you know, after that time, if we find out we don't want to be together, then no. Because that's on your terms. That's not on the mutual terms. And she's like, well, you know, at this point, he has all the cards. He has all the cards. And I'm like, Dorit, it's to me, it gives that you want to be the victim in the situation. Instead of listening to your friends who all have went through divorces, instead of saying, you know what, let me seek legal counsel, let me try to get ahead of this so I don't seem blindsided. I think Dorit wants to be blindsided. I think Dorit wants to be the woe is me. What did the girl say?
I don't want to be like Cinderella, sitting in a dark, cold, dusty cellar waiting for somebody to come set me free.
Dorit wants the person to come set her free.
You're my best mate, right, period.
Try to work through things, but divorce is there.
I don't know.
Right. And same thing with Lisa Hosting. She was the same exact way. You knew that man. There were signs going on, but you just right. But the only difference between Lisa and Dorit is the pocketbook, the paycheck, the money. Dorit on the word on the street, because I don't know, but word on the street is that you're 4 months behind on your rent and you're broke. I don't know that. I don't know that. Bose let everybody know that, you know, we're going to St. Lucia. We're going to do our thing. Kathy and was it Bose? Yeah, Kathy and Bose, they go ahead. You know, they go to Miami just to meet all the girls. All the girls fly in. You know how to do to get their bags. Walking in on the airport. You know, do their thing. Boom. So right away, Bose is just like, yeah, me, Dorit, and Erica are gonna stay in this villa. It's so nice, it's fab. Kyle and Kathy gonna stay in the little villa. Gonna be cute, and y'all over there. That's basically how it is. You know how the girls always gonna get upset, like, oh my God, you know, why are we over here? You're gonna pull a Bronwyn, right? They're already teetering. Sutton's already, wheels are going, and Sutton's like,
you know, Dorit, I wish I could, you know, really understand her, where we went wrong.
What's wrong, Sutton?
So here's my thing with Sutton, is the fact that it's okay for you to go to war with Dorit, but once they give you the reciprocity that you were begging for, then now it's over here. I want to start crying. I want to get emotional. You're not the victim in the situation. Equally, you both have been going after each other. And Jennifer Tilly said it correct. The group is cliquey as fuck. So y'all want to sit up here like, oh my God, start crying. No, ma'am. She came for you. You came for her, period. And we're done.
and this brings me to Dorit and Garcelle sit down in the episode, but hear me out. Let's get to it. Garcelle, at some point you are full of shit, and Dorit, at some point you are delusional as fuck. Let's just say, let's get that out here. Because Dorit, we know you have a beef with Sutton. We know you don't like her, period. And you have been picking with her. Now Sutton has been going to ragtagging your ass, but when Sutton went to your house, you picked with the pocketbook, you picked with the drinking, and then when she called you a bitch, it was like, oh my God, in my home? Yes, in your home. Girl, who the fuck are you fucking with? Not me, right? And then you went into the car on the way to Caviar Caspia. You like,
oh yeah, Sutton don't want it with me because, you know, I'll eviscerate her. I'm that girl. I really do my thing. My mouth is lethal. She don't want to play with me. I rather attack her.
And then we get to the table and you over here just, oh my God, wow. You in a mirror to look at yourself? It wasn't giving what you thought it was supposed to give.
At the Caviar Caspia thing, we were at each other's throats. Did I call you a bitch? No, I should have called you a bitch.
Ma'am, you sounded crazy, and Sutton low-key gathered you. You had nothing to say besides move a seat and go talk with messy ass Kyle and talk about some, oh, she don't want it with me. If I would go low with her, I would go low with her. But you don't. Sutton don't give not one fuck. Honestly. But Garcelle, for you do defend Sutton with no hesitation. It's like Giselle and Robin. Garcelle defends Sutton no matter what. And at some point, you have to let Sutton fight her battles, which Garcelle does. I'm not gonna say she doesn't, but you can't keep jumping in every scene. You just gotta just let Sutton do her thing, because Sutton do get herself in some shit. But we'll see how the end of the season is gonna wrap out. I'm interested in it. I'm ready for this reunion. I heard Bose and Garcelle. Where the fuck that come from? I don't know, but it is what it is, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This sour candy all I really ask you for. Now I got to go. Got.